You know.
Hmm. And I'll have to actually speak to make sure that my voice is actually coming through.
Yes, all of these are good ideas. We're really rocking on the old good thoughts tonight. You know, the very first video I ever uploaded to YouTube was Arkham City. It was shit, and I deleted it. And it was before the time of screen capture, so I just set up a camera, aimed it at the screen, and went, hey.
Damn. Wow.
The
How
old
times have
days.
changed, eh?
Well, no, I'm still stupid as fuck, but
Well, yeah, but also, like, technologically, the
mm,
screen capturing is baked into the consoles now.
yes, I know, but I mean the general stupidness of how I talk and play games hasn't changed much.
Oh, that's a well-known thing. It's called the Let's Players curse.
Ooh, I haven't heard that term in so long, man.
Yeah.
Shall I go check in with Riddler?
Oh, does that mean we're live?
Oh yeah, sorry, we've been live for a good
Ah, we're live. Okay, now
2 minutes.
I'll check audio then. I will check audio. Oh.
Yeah, you gotta keep singing, Bradley.
It's still Arkansas City.
Yep, but
Whose fault was that? Was that your fault or my fault? I can't remember.
it was the
Arkansas City.
PlayStation's autocorrect's fault.
Ah.
Oh no! Where have they gone? Could it be
Right, now to put this in here.
what you do? I, the Riddler, snuck in and took all those poor stupid fools?
Where have you taken them?
Okay, well, my voice is coming through.
That is good. How are the audio levels?
Okay, now they...
Do I sound loud or quiet? Does the game sound loud or quiet?
The game definitely feels a bit quieter than the
That's kind of what we want, because we don't want to focus too much on the game, actually. I might actually change it. How does your volume sound compared to the game?
My volume sounds pretty good.
Good. Because I'm normally a lot louder than you, and I can barely hear you sometimes.
Oh, what am I? Oh, organ.
I love that 10-second delay. I love that, because I'm just walking away from the church.
Oh, so from your perspective, I'm a bit late to the.
Yeah, to me, it seems like you read it on the screen after I'd solved. Bradley's taking the credit for other people's victories as usual.
Oh, Batman who?
I
solved that one.
Bradley.
Downloading known Riddler associates.
Oh god, imagine being a known Riddler associate. They're about to get their ass kicked. And that's pretty embarrassing anyway, just to be known as
being a Riddler associate. Yeah.
Yeah, he's so lame in this universe. He's very, very dumb. It's really creepy how it highlights the guy's eyes, like the eyeballs. Like, watch for this glowing green guy in a second, and focus on the eyeballs that are perfectly spherical inside his head, and you can see.
Oh god, that's weird.
The full circle of his eyeballs.
Oh my god, why does your suit do that, Batman?
It wants to. Isn't it all about whether someone's lying is in the back of the eyes?
Oh, is that a thing?
I have no fucking clue. I'm making shit up as we go along here.
By the way, I forget. At this point in the storyline, are you still...
Am I dying? Yes.
Okay. I know that happens like for the rest of the game until like post-game, in which case you're not dying, right?
Yes, I am dying until I am not dying.
I suppose. I suppose I could have phrased it. But
well, I mean, to be fair,
Dying until you dying.
Oh, hello, another Riddler guy. To be fair.
So the Riddler, right?
The Riddler is a piece of shit. Hello!
All of a sudden,
Clothesline!
as he said that,
Oh, I
remembered
just made a mistake.
I saw the other day. Do you ever have you ever heard of the first horror movie written entirely by bots?
No.
Have you ever heard of Mr. Puzzles wants you to be less alive?
Good God, isn't that a Netflix film that came out this year?
Yeah. I'm sending you the YouTube link.
Oh, Jesus.
It's only 5 minutes.
I'm not watching 5 minutes, we're on stream.
Well, yeah, I mean for
This
afterwards.
definitely isn't the series of streams where I left for half an hour when the first time we did it to go get shopping. While live.
Oh, yeah!
I will check it out later. Aha! My cunning plan worked! I respawned the Riddler guy by killing myself.
Oh, that's really where we're at, is it?
Well, I mean, they don't throw Riddler guys at you all the time.
Gamble with their... Okay, never mind. Acrobat family. Oh, Graysons. Grace?
Graysons.
Grace?
The Flying Graysons.
Everything about the Riddler.
Flying Graysons, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
I imagine these are... I imagine these are easier the more, like, Batman lore you know.
Oh, what? I mean, they're not all lore based. Some of them are just stupid. Some of them are like actual basic riddles. Some of them are lore based. It's the fact that you can't like. It's like I think it would be cool if they gave you like multiple choice. But I guess it makes more.
You can't get it wrong, can you?
I mean, you've got to find whatever it like. I mean, for example, I believe there's Arkham Asylum in the distance, and then there's a riddle. Look out! Can you see where the madness begins? That's hardly a riddle, but they've written a load of side stories for these that they want answered. So you've got to kind of expand the Arkham lore of like, oh, this is what happened after Arkham Asylum closed. Shit. So.
Okay, look, just stall her. I'll get this thing set.
Oh fuck. Ow. Okay. I've messed up again. Bradley, while I'm messing up, would you like to talk about the thing that you wanted to talk about?
Yes, of course. The Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. It was special.
It was okay.
One thing that surprised me, Kevin Bacon just showed up out of nowhere and then became a MacGuffin.
The main character, yeah. I mean, it wasn't offensive. It was fun, I think is the best way to describe. It wasn't the worst Christmas special I've seen. It wasn't the best. I enjoyed it.
An appropriate amount?
An appropriate amount, not too much, not too little.
Yeah. I liked that bit where they went to the plaza and there were all those cosplayers.
Yeah. I think that's the
Captain
thing.
Jack.
They had lots of little moments that were really good. Like, I liked the intro and outro with Yondu. I mean, you could see where that was going because it seemed very out of character for Yondu to be really aggressive. Like, he's kind of like that in Guardians 1, but he's got a lot more of that soft spot. And it just seemed really out of character for him.
Well,
I mean, at least in the the movies, because he's kind of a decent guy in the movies. In the comics and in the game, he's a total piece of shit. But
Oh.
whatever.
But it's only in the movies where he's ha funny space dad.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of in the comics. He's kind of like the drunk uncle who constantly gets you into trouble with the law, but you look
I
up to him.
Yeah. So,
I mean, other than, it's like, I really liked the end bit where all the Guardians were giving each other presents, and, there was some bits of, but basically the drink, like, up to, and including the drinking. Oh. What the fuck? I thought that was how I got in.
The first couple of minutes, I actually thought, because I had no idea that it was even going to be, like...
Had you not seen any trailer? Oh, I always forget you don't actually watch trailers, do you?
I don't watch trailers. Yeah, I like to be surprised.
Yeah, it's bonkers.
Besides, they put all the best bits in trailers anyway, and like I want to see the best bits for the first time
Fair enough.
during the movie. And like, so I for the first couple of minutes I was like, oh, okay, so this is going to be an animated Guardians of the Galaxy retelling of A Christmas Carol, and Yondu is going to be Scrooge. Because when he did the whole "I hate Christmas" thing, I was like,
yeah, I was thinking,
Scrooge.
Here we go. I was thinking maybe it was going to be an anthology of individual stories, some of them animated, some of them live action, because I'd seen the trailer.
I'm a man of my word, Victor.
That's Mr. Freeze.
But I imagine Michael Rooker just wasn't available, so they had to do that first bit. Or maybe the Peter Quill kid had grown up too much. And they didn't want to recast.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. I was wondering why they did it, but that does make sense from a practical perspective. So yeah, it could be that entirely.
It was a bit weird seeing a different animation style to the What If, and it was a bit rougher.
How are you?
Yeah, I thought it might have been rotoscoped myself.
I'm afraid I cannot do that, Batman.
Yeah, I really don't know. It was just odd.
Given me your last
It did look a little.
This is not a time for
Yeah.
imagination.
I think it is.
But yeah, I think
No, Freeze! What are you doing?
it's not going to be on my yearly Christmas rewatch. Whatever.
Don't want to do this, Freeze.
Not quite like Die Hard and Spider-Verse and Iron Man 3.
You will bring me Nora.
All Christmas films. Die Hard 2.
Wait, Spider-Verse is a Christmas movie?
It's set up, yeah.
Oh my god, it is!
Don't you remember all the snow and shit?
Freeze is attacking me.
Now I do!
Get the telemetry feed from his suit. Now.
Oh god, I'm really bad at telling what's a Christmas movie unless they actually have trees out and like Santa hats on.
Oh fuck! Oh, for God's sake! I hate that they do that. God damn! Oh, you motherfucker!
So yeah, the cosplaying bit, Captain Jack Sparrow. I thought it was funny that most of the guys there were Avengers, and it's like, oh, here's Captain Jack Sparrow. It's like, oh, Captain Jack Sparrow confirmed Avenger.
Who the fuck was the robot guy who Drax attacked?
I think he may or may not have been a Transformer. Like, do they own Transformers or something?
No, Paramount does.
Ah, okay. It's probably a big old no then, but... And then they even managed to sneak a reference into...
Oh shit!
They snuck a reference into God of War as well.
Ah! Stupid being stupid. God, this is the worst. This is definitely the worst anyone has ever played the freeze fight. Jesus Christ! I hate the Why
did they make Freeze so powerful in this?
Well, no, he's really good. It's a really good fight. I'm just playing really badly because I'm tired.
Oh, by powerful I mean like from an in-story perspective, like because Batman just like
Well, I mean,
takes on most guys pretty squarely, and then this every 2 seconds in the fight is the Oracle's saying, don't go up against him in 1v1. That's suicide. Batman's like, attacking him head
are
on
you
would be
fucking
suicide.
kidding me? This motherfucker. He well, yeah, because he's not inside the suit very often, and it's like that's the thing. He's like when he's outside the suit, he's weaker than human. So
Get me the telemetry feed from his suit now.
Yes.
Bruce, remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I was not expecting. Oh, they had a photo with him.
oh
And
shit.
then, we got a photo with the God of War.
Hmm.
I was like, oh, okay. Kratos reference. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time someone's, made a comparison between Drax and Kratos.
God damn.
The whole, red on grey skin stuff, and then, yeah.
I was trying to do this without taking any damage, but I mean, does self-inflicted damage count? I feel like I should be okay. I feel like I won't just restart this every time I take damage. Oh shit! Here he comes.
Well, damage is damage. So, Batman is, trucking along here because he has sipped some Lazarus stuff, right?
Yeah, he was like seconds from dying, even though he was only infected a matter of hours ago, while Joker's had this for months and is still going strong. Bruce was literally about to just die without getting a bit from the old Lazarus reservoir or whatever the fuck it's called. So,
damn, I wonder how that could have been. Yeah, maybe if they said like, yeah, I suppose it's hard because the whole point of that is to add a sense of urgency to the game, isn't it? And the things that you're doing.
I forgot you could short out his own gun. Lol.
Huh. But yeah, nice little Christmas thing. Nebula beat up Bucky for his arm.
I do love him Rocket finally getting that arm, and I do want to know how Nebula stole it. Maybe it's an extra one.
I feel like she could take him in a straight up fight.
Oh shit.
But I suppose it could not literally be his arm.
Nebula could definitely take him in a fight.
I think what I'd really like. I'd really like if the next time we see Bucky, he's got a wildly different
yeah. When we see him in Thunderbolts, he's wearing a different arm.
Yeah, and it's just like it's just like anyone who's watched that kind of knows. Anyone who hasn't is just like, oh, changed his arm. Like he never talks about it. Whether she stole it or dueled him for it or whatever.
They probably had a drinking contest or some shit, knowing those two.
Oh my god, I thought during the drinking scene, and they're having shot after shot after shot of tequila.
Mm.
And I was waiting for that jump cut. And then jump cut it, and then they're just kind of drunk outside, and I was like, oh. I was thinking,
Batman, hit him! Hit the fucker!
They're drinking a bit too much. They're gonna be sick. They're gonna be sick.
I do really want to know what the fuck Mantis was like. What she was basically breathing fire, but then it never happened again. So, yeah. What did you think about the revelation that Mantis is actually, maybe, most definitely, pretty likely Peter's sibling.
That's it was very sweet at the end where they hugged it out, and it was, oh my god, that's the best Christmas gift I could get.
I do love how it kind of makes it a little bit awkward that in some universes they've dated.
It's over.
Oh, but in some universes they also aren't siblings, right?
Took it.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, in every other universe, because she's normally not got nothing to do with Ego, and neither does he.
It's not that simple.
So,
Joker's got the steel mill locked down.
I mean, in the comics, his dad's just
Perhaps I can
an asshole diplomat leader of a planet, not a literal living planet.
I promise you, Victor. I will find Nora.
So yes, you are right. In many ways, it's fine. Mildly funny though. Hey, Freeze! I beat the shit out of you, and now I'm gonna help you because that's what heroes do.
I find it hilarious. Like, you come in here, you're like, okay, can I get the serum? And he's like, yeah, sure. Haha, JK, Joker took my wife, so now I have to work for him. And then Batman beats him up and he's like, wait a second, we could fight him together.
Well, like, I mean, they're not going to team up. It's just, he hasn't teamed up with Joker either. It's just that Joker's taken my wife. You're going to find her now, as opposed to go and find her. Find her later, whenever convenient. Batman, it's now, and it's like, dude,
Batman, go, Batman.
He's going to do it. You don't have to.
You don't have to threaten him. He's a superhero. That's kind of what they do.
Anyway,
kind of like the whole save the innocent thing.
Okay then. What do you?
What did I watch on what movie have I watched recently?
Have you watched another bloody Mad Max?
I watched a movie. No, I've seen all of those already.
Oh, cool.
Because there are only 4 of them.
Well, that feels like there's 400.
I watched a movie. Oh, I intended to watch a movie, but it was Taken.
Oh,
I remembered what you said.
That was bad. That was really, really bad. I do apologise, Bradley, but Jesus Christ, I've heard some bad jokes today, but that is the cake.
I didn't put too much thought into it, so I will preserve my...
Well, I'm much happier to find out you didn't put much thought into it than you spent the entire time we've been streaming building up to that joke.
Yeah,
Good God, you've resorted me to drinking. I'm going to need to go and get a Guinness in a second.
Oh God, I've driven him to drink.
Oh shit, Vicky Vale's been planed.
I remember a couple of streams ago or
something. Hello.
You were talking about Taken, and you said how they decided to phrase things in such a way that they could refer to it as being taken,
rather than
just like she's been kidnapped.
Yeah, she's been taken. I think it makes sense. It's like you're about to be taken, and it's like fuck, Dad.
Fair enough. That was fine. I mean, for a given definition of fine, but you know.
I mean, kidnapped is a bit of a weird term, generally, but it's when it is a little bit odd when he's talking to his ex-wife and a new guy, and he's like just constantly saying, I do miss the double takedown. Sorry to just totally interrupt to talk about this game. Is that they introduced double takedown for this game. It reappeared in Arkham Origins because Arkham Origins was more busy writing a really good story than they were, and making a bigger world than they were thinking about new mechanics. But the ones that they did bring in were fucking excellent. But the weird thing is that Arkham Knight just completely removed double takedown in favor of the fear takedowns. but you only get them every now and again, and they're not silent.
Oh.
So it's like
Are
if
they
two
meant
people
to,
are
like,
standing
scare
next to each other. Or fear takedowns, basically, you can get 4 and then 5, or maybe it's 3, then 4, then 5 instant takedowns really quickly. But to fill up the bar, you have to do a perfect silent takedown without being seen.
I see.
The moment you're seen, you lose the ability to do it.
For now. Stay here and keep out of sight.
So, wait, yeah, so taken, like, and then the fact that,
Stay there and be quiet.
like, when he said it the first time, I was like, okay, and then, like, 5 minutes later, he says, and that's where she was taken again, and, like, I was like,
Who are you talking to?
dude, I know the title of the movie. Like,
You don't
I
need to
get it.
remind me every 5 seconds.
Get it? It's a title drop. Sure, great, fine. It was a pretty fun movie. I will
Oh
admit.
yeah, it is a good movie.
Very like.
We
It's
don't talk
so
about 3, and 2 feels like a home video movie that's it's like really quick. It's good. 2 is good, but it's really quick. Like,
it did feel quick actually.
have you seen 2 then?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean when it feels like it could be half an hour?
Well, Gotham, it appears I'm
Yeah.
safe for now.
That's really weird. I wonder why. Because I watched them more or less back to back.
Hmm.
And you know, the first one, you know, comparatively is only about an hour and a half. You know, which is, you know, on the lower end of time frames for movies these days, for sure.
Yeah.
And then Taken 2 is also just about an hour and a half. Maybe a few minutes more or less or something, but, you know, like, they're around the same length, so they should have felt the same length, shouldn't they? But they didn't. The second one definitely did feel shorter. And I'm trying to work out why that is.
I mean, it's very fast-paced.
Yeah, maybe it's because there's a smaller amount of set pieces or something.
2 feels like a very weird movie.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm going to turn up my game audio again for a second, because I think this is really funny.
There's someone after me.
There's someone after me! He's trying to kill me!
For Strange. That bastard has me working on his damn tower for 6 months, and no sooner is it all operational, he has me thrown in here.
What were you working on?
There are a number of
It's like, I'm going to stand on top of a rooftop saying, this guy's trying to kill me, I'm in the open air. Oh great, Batman's here, I'm going to tell him the thing that's probably going to get me killed.
I need to set up a crime scene.
And he's dead.
Find out who killed this man.
You did fucking nothing to stop this happening, Bruce. Jesus, mate.
The bullet hit here.
Tell me, Bradley.
I need to get a crime stand.
Tell me, Bradley.
Yes?
What happened in the Arrowverse this week?
What has happened in the Arrowverse this week? Damn, let me look up what has happened in the Arrowverse this week. And by that I mean I'm going onto the episode list to refresh my memory on what the episodes were from their titles. Let's see, what happened in Arrow? Oh yeah, that incredibly...
The shot was taken from somewhere around here.
Yeah.
I should scan the area.
So Arrow is of course in series 4 right now.
Yep, how far through?
Jeez.
Oh great, we've got
There's the
spammy bot comments.
Lovely. Alfred, take a look at the image.
Are you seeing these, Brad?
To the bad computer.
Yeah, I see it.
Don't click on the...
Deadshot is in Arkham City.
What's he doing there? Is he a prisoner?
It seems unlikely, but I'm not ruling anything out.
Oh, no.
So, it's the world's greatest detective.
Oh well, could be worse. What was it?
Who's going to win?
Not him. Send me the full database entry for Deadshot.
Yes.
I've uploaded everything I know about the victim. I'll be in touch.
Arrow was.
I like
episode
how
14. So getting close to the end of that. Well, just over halfway. So weird definition of getting close to the end of it, but something I noticed in that episode was just
Good news, Master Bruce.
oh hello.
how on the nose everything was about everything else. It's such a season 4 thing that like.
The Batwing has been dispatched, and it
But the bit where, yeah, so it's the debate. He's gonna do Oliver's doing a mayoral debate with Dark's wife, who is running for mayor, and then everyone else is, and then everyone on Dark's team is like, why are we wasting so much time on like trying to make your wife the mayor, and then he Empire Strikes Back that guy through the screen, and I wish Cisco was there to see that because he would have said it. But sadly, he's in another
The lack
series.
of context and obviously how little I actually remember from season 4 is really blowing my mind right now. He Empire Strikes Back someone through the screen. What the fuck does that mean?
I mean, it's like that bit in Empire Strikes Back where Darth Vader's on a Skype call with someone and he chokes him on the other side of the Skype call.
I don't remember that either. Then again, it has been a good 10 years since I saw Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Bradley. I feel like I've... Oh, shit! God damn it, I hit the wrong fucking guy and...
I liked the wordplay between, like, the wordplay between Oliver and Roubaix was pretty cool, how they both clearly knew. And they were, you know, making jabs at each other and stuff and being obvious about it.
Does she know he's the Arrow?
If she doesn't, then she probably does now because her goons were going to like the whole plot of it is that they're going to do a thing, except we don't know where or when they're going to do this thing. Then it turns out they're doing the thing at the debate. Because of course they are, so that the two plot lines can intersect. And so her goons are gonna like.
I really wish I could remove that text. It actually gets in the way of being able to see what I'm fucking doing.
And her goons like were using construction equipment. It was rather amusing. Demolition team or something. One had a nail gun, one had a sledgehammer, one had a whatever the third thing was.
A drill.
A drill. Yeah, certainly not the most, certainly not the things you think of immediately when you hear the word weapon, but they used it quite well.
That makes it work. I mean, if you think about, like, one of the episodes of the Telltale Batman thing, I think they use nail guns in that or something.
But yeah, so they did that, and oh yeah, Felicity's gonna get a microchip that lets her walk.
Jesus, you got through that very quickly. You got to the point where she's lost her legs to she's gonna get them back very, very quickly.
I mean, there's only actually. I'm gonna go ahead and count them up. Actually, I might as well give an exact.
Because I remember it being quite a while, but that might have been because season 4 I took. I don't know if I don't know if I watched season 4 faster.
When should we count it? Like when she gets attacked, or
the next episode where she's in. Don't count the episode where she gets shot.
Okay.
Because Good God, where is that screaming child? Oh, there he is.
It's the bat.
It's the bat!
So that's episode... So we find out that she's you know, lost the use of her legs in episode 10. And you find out that there is a thing that can make her walk again, a microchip that can make her walk again, in episode 14.
Fucking hell, that feels a
So
lot.
that is I mean a month. That is 5 weeks worth of Arrow, to be fair.
But
You know,
yeah,
like,
but because I had it all on Prime,
Oh right.
I was just.
Did you take a break or something on Arrow? Because like that's.
I
only
mean,
4
I did at the end.
episodes.
I did at the end of season 3, but maybe because I wasn't enjoying season 4, I thought I kind of went through it just to get through it quicker, though. That's what I did.
Wouldn't blame you for that because it was so bizarre how they just. You know how everything.
I mean, some of them, like Flash, I have gone through so fast because then you don't linger on the bad shit. But with Arrow, it's like, after season 3 made me almost give up and I got back into it. I wasn't enjoying a lot most of season 4, but maybe I was like, at that point, I'm just going to watch it through quite quickly anyway. But I do remember, maybe they're only mentioning the chip and who is it who's mentioned it?
It was Curtis.
So
Holt.
Christmas party or some kind of thing.
Yeah. It was their engagement party, something or other.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So okay. Maybe it is. Okay. Because that's what I remember, but I don't know if she actually gets it for a. I wonder if maybe she won't get it for a while. This is just the announcement of him working on it. Maybe I don't know.
To be fair, he did say it's not like done. But...
Brad, are you alright to entertain the Zero Watchers, except for you for a second while I go and get a Guinness, because I want to skip
Absolutely.
Mad Hatter's exposition while I get alcohol. The floor is yours.
Right, so basically, the funniest thing about that was the amount of usage of
What's going on?
being so on the nose in terms of what's actually going on in the episode as regards other characters saying it. And by that I mean Oliver has a secret he's keeping from Felicity. Quentin just comes over and says and says, God, I haven't, done this as long as you have. I don't envy how much you've had to lie to people and keep secrets. And he's like, he's like to Oliver, he's like, oh, I'm glad you don't have to do it anymore. And then it cuts to Oliver looking all guilty, I swear to God.
Tell me.
Yeah, that was in the flashback bit. He's having a knife fight with Conklin. And writers like, Destiny. I'm gonna get the magic thing and be evil and rule the world with magic powers. And Oliver's like, no, I will have to stop writer from being evil and using magic mystical powers we find down here. And yeah, it is so apparent how much how different it is, how like they probably didn't expect, or maybe they did expect but just didn't plan ahead in time. But flashback season 4, Oliver, definitely feels
God,
like...
Christ, yeah, I fucking... That's what I really hated about season 4, the flashbacks. Except the John Constantine shit. That's really fun.
Yeah.
But he's like, what, one episode?
Like 2 episodes at the start, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, he does not show up for very long. He's the best part of it, and then after that, the flashbacks are a fucking slog. And
yeah.
Man.
I'm not gonna lie, he's just been it's just been all this drama with Tayano, like really slowly. Like,
isn't
really
she
slow burn drama?
Yeah, isn't it like sibling drama in a way as well?
He's like, oh, I killed her brother, and she's like,
yeah. In
killed my
self-defense.
You killed my brother in self-defense. This is
How dare
awful.
you? This is
I can't believe
unforgivable.
this. Actually, we need to work together to defeat Ryder. So,
Yeah, I remember the
okay-ish,
flashback villain being a piece of shit as well.
He's just kind of like...
Isn't he using something similar to Damien Dark as well?
I don't know yet. He's doing this whole thing about, oh, we gotta find this mystical, magical thing.
Oh, okay, so he's just looking for something magical.
He's
Because I remember there being
somehow
quite a lot of magic bullshit in that season.
Yeah.
And that really, magic in the DC universe has never been my favourite thing. I think they do magic a little bit better in Marvel, where there's a little bit more
Consistency,
but also kind of weight. You know, it's like in the comics, Doctor Strange has limiters and has to eat really weird shit to like fuel his powers because he's become so experienced with various magics, but it takes a real toll on him, and there's always a cost. And they've worked out ways of getting past those over the years. And I really like in the movie that it doesn't seem too ridiculous, and again, but it's kind of explained in where they get it from. I don't know, it just seems a lot more logical in Marvel, both comics and movies, even though they do something totally different. While DC's magic is always a bit more like amulets and infinite power, and also I don't really like the fact that it's normally non-magic users going up against magic-y bullshit. While the moment any other character deals with anything slightly magical, they knock on Doctor Strange's door and he appears for a couple episodes, a couple issues, or whatever, to deal with it, because all of the Marvel heroes are smart enough to just say, nah, you deal with this bullshit, Steven. This is your town. Yeah, I can't be arsed with this shit. Good God. I think one more hit and I'm down.
Yeah, so he's like, let me think about it. Like the first flashback. So I mean, season one was great, of course.
Yeah.
And its flashback was really had the bonus of genuinely being like starting from zero with Oliver. So like they had free reign to like teach him.
Well, it was at that point the writers weren't bored of the island either. Hello?
Yes?
Sorry, you went silent. I thought I'd lost you, cut off or something.
What on earth happened there? Because I just came back to the stream. I looked back at the screen from my arrow page, and I saw you falling down a clock with Batman wearing a
rabbit mask. Yes.
Yeah. And I was just wondering what actually happened.
Mad Hatter got in his head, convinced him that Alfred had found a cure. He then got drugged by the Mad Hatter, who tried to turn him into one of his controlled, henchmen.
Oh, right.
And I just fought him off.
Okay.
Done deal.
Fair.
Yep. And back to regularly scheduled Joker shit. But that side mission is fun for the most part, but you really can't play it any other time because, if you wait till after the end of the main story, Batman's cured. So why the fuck would it be injecting himself with another cure?
Oh, yes.
And any other time in the rest of the story doesn't really make sense for him to be going. It's like there are more pressing things in every other scenario going forward, so this is the only time it makes logical sense to do this side mission. I think they kind of should have actually built it into the main story. As Alfred's like, you know, Master Bruce, you should go and we've found a cure. You should, you know, come here and then you can go and defeat the Joker without any concerns for your well-being, whatever.
That would fit quite nicely.
It would make more sense, I think, but whatever. It is what it is. So you've met Thingy's wife. Have they gone to his house yet?
They went to his house and
find me a route into the steel mill.
Yeah, they went to his house and saved him from anarchy.
Well, you're in luck.
Right, okay.
And then they ran off, and basically right now, right at the end of that episode, we found out that he was,
Batman? Of course he is. I reckon he's stuck in a block of ice.
We found out that he kidnapped...
William.
William, yeah.
Yes, okay. So, but they haven't gone to attack the house, have they?
They have not attacked the house yet, no.
Okay. That's... I hope that doesn't really feel like a spoiler.
Oh, not really.
I mean...
They're gonna attack him at some point.
Yeah. And... Yeah, it's just... let me know when they've attacked the house.
Is there something particular about that?
It's not about that, it's about what follows, and it's really dumb. It's really dumb. But no, well, just think, Bradley, with every episode that you're getting through, I think maybe you should, no you can't, because if there's any more crossovers I would totally throw that out of alignment, but I'm just thinking you should just binge season 4, put the other shows on hold for a while, just to get through season 4 of Arrow. So it's done, because then you can get to season 5, and season 5, both the main thing and the flashbacks, I love. Season 5, because season 3 and 4, they got fucking bored of the island, but they were like, season 4, maybe we can make the island work again, and they wrote something even more just boring than season 3, which was just weird to take him off the island and have her I don't love it, it's fucking a little bit depressing that China's basically, the population of China was just absolutely decimated in...
Oh yeah. In season 3's flashback.
Yeah, like, the end of that is really fucking depressing when you, well, not even when you think about it too much, it's fairly obvious. But, wait, can I just ignore these guys now? I've lured them away from the door, can I just go in? Ah, secure area to continue. No speed running for me.
I'm increasingly concerned for Oliver's love life, as they're making such a big deal of the whole, oh, how come you haven't told Felicity thing, that I get the feeling that she's gonna fly off the handle, like she did in The Flash, to be fair. Oh, well, not The Flash, but like the... Do
you like my collection of corpses that I just pulled off the balcony? Oh, brilliant.
Oh dear. Well, at least you didn't kill them.
Well, I mean, it says unconscious, but I'm fairly sure that's Alfred editing the footage to make Bruce feel better about himself. He just pulled them head first from off a, like, one-story level.
Man, Spider-Man would have, like...
webbed them to the side of the building until they got hypothermia from the wind. And then...
Inexplicably.
And then and they would have fallen to their deaths if the police weren't able to get them fast enough.
Yeah.
Also, I released a video on TikTok recently of one big guy getting flung so far there is no way he survived the being caught by the web that happened then. By the way, also a video up of me and you in Far Cry 5 discovering a Wolverine, and your reaction to it is fucking priceless, and it's people have basically been answering your question because you ask a question in it, and people have been responding to your question.
Jesus.
Yeah, so when you get a second.
So tempted to just look it up right now. I think I'll look it up right now just to see the comments.
You could do it. I'm not going to stop you. Might go ahead. I'm just going to do a riddle thing while you have a look. Christ. Patience. I've got so much patience waiting on this ice.
I just heard from my dad. He's been
Waiting on a big block of ice. Is there nothing like you could pull to make
yes,
it go faster?
But I am even more impatient than that, so.
Worst case security measure. Strange told the High Council he had failed to stem the use of illegal weapons within the prison.
Weapons
Protocol again.
plan all along.
It certainly looks that way. He made it sound like the inmates were planning a mass escape and attack on Gotham. I'll keep you posted.
Did you see the Joker just now?
Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum.
Don't care about your book club.
What?
No one cares!
What are you talking about?
Oh, I go on TikTok and it's bugging me about book club or something. And it said, get rewards. And I said, thanks, and I clicked away from it. And it said, nah, you gotta click get rewards.
I'm fairly sure there's an ignore button.
Anyway, I have successfully left. Good riddance book club. Not that I'm against books or clubs, or book clubs. Yeah.
We all know you hate reading, Brad.
Like, where was it with Far Cry? Was it Far Cry 5?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be it, because there's a Wolverine there.
A Wolverine?
Where's it?
Good evening, troops. This is General Hay with a quick update on what's going down here in our city. As you can see, I'm looking much.
Where's it gone? It's turned into dust.
Explain to you what's going on. Okay, bye-bye. The Joker is winning. You and your boss are losing.
Oh my goodness!
It's the oh my goodness, it's so British.
It is a bit, isn't it?
Like, I don't think I've ever heard you sound so British as in that moment.
Where's it gone? All over you, good sir. Oh my god. God, Far Cry 5 was flipping good. They're all so good. Like play it like okay, solo, fair enough. Solo is a different kettle of fish.
Yeah, did you ever play Far Cry 5 solo? Or was it just New Dawn?
I played it a bit solo. I think I think I played a bit of it solo. New Game Plus. No. You're right. It was New Dawn. Yeah, New Dawn. I had to get.
Because I remember playing to get the second weapon unlock or some shit.
Yeah.
And good God, the pain of that prison escape.
Yeah. And God, I was on I had to get up to the bit with where you eat the apple or something that gives you superpowers.
Jesus, really? Isn't that like half the game?
Yeah, it probably is, but I really wanted to be able to do those double jumps and
It does feel really weird that you didn't unlock stuff if you played with a mate.
Yeah.
It was like, well, they wanted you to replay the game, obviously.
I suppose there has to be like a host person and a guest person, because like.
I mean, maybe they should just, I don't know whether it's like maybe because they wouldn't want you skipping parts of the game.
Yeah, because if I'm halfway through the game and you're 75% through the game and you go and I go onto and we play some Far Cry together, like what would it say? Would it say that? Would it go on my thing or would it go on your thing? Or it has to.
Well, I think it should just go on both.
Gave him permission.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like if maybe
if
75% through, you start the mission because of course you've got the next mission unlocked.
Well, then it doesn't. Well, maybe the person who's less far through has to host, or I don't know. I don't know. But it's like if you've started the game together, then you should be able to. I don't know. I agree
completely. That would be a lot cooler, like starting a co-op session.
Yeah, a co-op version of the game would be cool.
Because
you had a bad day, you had to play Far Cry second time round just to get the powers.
But it was so worth it in the end, because God, getting the double jump and doing all that.
Yeah, because you actually upgraded your powers slightly differently, so you got like the mad speed boost and the you always go for speed actually, don't you? You got that in Far Cry 6. You went for the speed build.
I did go for the speed build. I do like to be fast.
Yeah.
I do like to be the fastest man alive.
I got the more stealthy and attacky shit, where I could slow down time to stealth like two people at the same time. Can I make that jump?
Oh, no.
Is that where I'm supposed to go?
Oh no, we're literally just flash and arrow.
And I use a bow and arrow the most of the time as well.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with that.
I can't believe this.
I can't believe you've done this. Imagine using your own name as a password on your gate, mate.
What? Am I about to know? Bro.
So this is Black Mask's steel mill. So he set up the passwords, and he just put his own name as a password.
That's awful. What is he playing at? That's like the first thing they tell you in security, anything.
Well, no, it's don't use your birthday.
Well, I guess it's don't use your birthday.
Ow! Good God, they actually had to give me a health boost, otherwise that would have killed me.
You're safe.
You're lucky. I could have killed you with this thing.
Believe me, Doctor.
Hey, her name's Dr. Stacey Baker, voiced by Troy Baker.
The chance to apologize.
What?
What's been happening?
No, I'm fucking with you.
I stayed out of sight and kept an eye on what they were up to. They've been placing things on the floor in the next room. I don't know what they are.
Sounds like Joker's trying to stop me with mines.
Will it work?
Do I look worried?
Imagine if she actually could kill you with her pipe.
That would be really funny, to be honest. Imagine if you were doing like a no-hit run or it's like one-hit KO that resets the full game, and it's that kills you.
Yeah.
I did press the dodge as well, and it just didn't register for some reason. Ba 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 ba. I think we won't go much longer, and then we'll call it.
Yeah. Okay.
And do the other thing, the mysterious thing.
Which I'll need to change my settings back to the other thing for.
Yeah, but it only takes a couple minutes. Doesn't it?
Yes, it does. And I need to remember to... What is it?
What's going on here? That
Yeah, I
ain't
need to
supposed to be
switch.
happening.
Because I need to make sure that it's unlisted.
Oh yeah, and then how did you manage to do that thing in the end where I was able to watch exclusively? Any ideas?
Didn't I send you a link?
I don't know if the link. Oh yeah, because to do it unlisted, I think you just sent me a link. Yeah.
Yeah. Private, it didn't like, but I just went unlisted and gave you.
Yeah.
Because unlisted, you need the link to get to it, right?
Did you have to make it unlisted on your laptop, or could you then do it from the PlayStation?
Maybe there is a setting on PlayStation, but I used my laptop.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough. Sorry. Oh god. Yeah, I think we'll save the boss fight just after this for next time because it's quite long, but it's also quite exciting. So.
That thug's armed with proximity mines.
Just get through this stealth sequence.
Wait, hold on a second.
Holding on.
Sorry, I was just scrolling down a thingy of the recap, and it was saying how Merlin won't out Oliver Queen as the arrow to Damien Dark, presumably because that would out Thea as Speedy. And I'm just thinking, has he not worked it out yet? Like, how couldn't he know? Season 4, man. Because, like, he's been told it's so right. He knows that Felicity Smoke is. Oh no! Wait, she attacked him because of.
Get up, bats! Hey, you ain't looking so good.
Or did she attack? Or did he attack her because of the green arrow? Like a case of, I will attack your loved one, and then you will be like, no.
And then you will be sad.
It always makes me wonder what their plan is after that.
They kill or whatever the person's love interest, and it's like, oh shit, wait, are they going to be really pissed now and have nothing to lose? I did not think this through.
It's like, well, I mean, you use up your bargaining chip, and then it's like, well, it's been used up now, hasn't it?
I do always kind of feel like that they realise a little bit too late that, you know, beyond making the hero feel sad, they're just basically removing the reason for the hero to hold back.
Yeah.
You heard the boss. I've got the door.
Especially if that loved one is a particular, you know, someone who keeps them in line morally, so to speak. You know, like someone who's like, no, we don't kill people because you're a hero.
Someone must know where he is. Huh?
And then, like, that person goes and it's like, well, great, I don't know if you realise you did that to yourself, but,
Come on, where are you? That's all it was? A fire extinguisher?
Oh, a tour. A twofer. A 2 for 1.
2 for 1. I've also been watching Andor, and it's actually pretty good. Yeah.
God fucking damn it. This fucker saw me.
Oh, I thought you were god fucking damning it about me bringing up Star Wars.
I mean, always, but not in this particular instance. No, talk about Andor. I'll only plan your death in my head for at least a couple of minutes. Oh god damn it!
The thing I was thinking about Andor was because I was like, oh, this is actually surprisingly good, because we've had like Obi-Wan Kenobi was a bit of a stinker of a series. Boba Fett. I was like, oh, this is going to be bad as well. It's not that bad. Then it's not bad, and it's like, oh, they can make things if it's original characters like the Mandalorian or Andor. But they can't do previous characters like Obi-Wan or Boba Fett. Great, I get how it works now.
Obi-Wan was the one everyone was putting their hopes on, man.
I know, it was such a disappointment from that perspective, like of just like how hyped everyone wants to see. Oh, look, we're gonna see Hayden Christensen again. Oh, we're gonna see oh, God help me, I've forgotten Obi-Wan's actor's name.
That's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi.
It's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. Well, if and when I remember.
God damn, will one of you please walk over the fucking mine or something?
And then it was just kind of there. And then Book of Boba Fett was hilariously bad. Like the whole premise of him being like, oh, I've been a mercenary all this time, being told, you know, who to kill and all of that, by crime bosses who I think are stupid. I'm gonna be a crime boss now. And then being really stupid was hilarious. Like he was setting this up. There's the whole point of it being he thinks he's smarter than all the crime bosses he's had to work for. So okay, obviously the arc is going to be that he starts a political crime war with all the other like crime bosses, and he like does this, that, and the other, and he ends up on the top because like he said, he's all these other guys, they're dumb, they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, Boba Fett, the guy who somehow fucked up his jetpack flip and ended up like falling into plants. No, whatever the thing was.
A big mouth thingy.
Yes.
And like the biggest sticking point has got to be that scene, which I've never been able to forget, where he's brooding on the balcony because of this upcoming like crime family war thing that he's gonna have to fight this other syndicate, and he's thinking he doesn't have enough men, he doesn't have enough, you know, like warm bodies to throw at these guys.
Yeah.
And he says, "Oh, this sucks. We don't have enough men." And his right hand asks how many credits. She's like, "How many credits do we have?" And he says, "We've got enough credits."
Isn't that May?
Yeah, it is. She was one of the good points of the series, as you can imagine.
I can imagine that, yeah.
And she says, "How many credits do we have?" And he says, "Like, we've got enough credits. What we need is men." She drops this bombshell of a revelation. Credits can be used to buy men. Like, no shit. Like, God,
I mean, he is only a clone. I mean, he's not the most.
Like, fair enough, but like, we're literally describing mercenaries here, of which Boba Fett was one. Like, get your act together, Boba. You.
Oh Jesus! It is quite impressive how like just. I think after Last Jedi, Star Wars just went.
Yeah. Mando's okay and Andor's okay, but other than that,
I do not care for Mando Season 2.
Yeah, it was a bit. Yeah. I'll concur with you on that. The first one was definitely better.
I just realised how little I cared.
Giancarlo Esposito was in it as well.
He was in Season 1, wasn't he?
Yeah, in Season 1. And I was thinking, damn, if I'd seen Breaking Bad beforehand. Because I think that was like the first thing I really saw him in.
I just realised there was enemies down there, and I just completely ignored them.
He's in Breaking Bad. He was in Far Cry 6 and all.
He's in The Boys as well, but I don't think The Boys would really be your cup of tea.
Yes.
Okay, once the cutscene's over, we will end the stream.
Where is it?
Gotta put on that lipstick. Has his eye gone lazy, or is it just me?
It's probably not just you.
You only had to ask. It looks like I need to teach you some respect.
There's nothing you can teach me.
Gasp!
Oh, come on.
He's so much healthier suddenly.
Looks healthy.
Getting your ass
How the fuck did that happen?
seconds out.
I do love the fact that Joker's like, yeah, let's have a fist fight. That could never go wrong for me.
Bro, like, who, like, fist fighting against Batman? Come on, man. It's like, what?
Let me know when you see that. I'll just grapple him towards me and don't even move. Just let him slam into me.
We're talking like in DC canon, or this canon at least. We're talking like probably one of the best martial artists in the world, right?
And Joker can defeat him while souped up on Bane drugs.
Yeah. Fist fight, that'll work. That is a plan with no flaws whatsoever. Thanks for watching. We'll beat this.
We'll beat this. Hang on, what's this we? I don't see you. You're 28% through. We're not gonna fucking beat this story next week. Jesus. We're doing this in shorter segments now, Brad. Oh, Brad's gone. Never mind.
Hello, I'm back.
Okay, bye-bye.
My controller died at an inopportune moment.
It died just at the right time.